Turn that off. Now I wait for the Joseph and the Abby. Joseph. I gotta tell him that Microsoft is doing interesting things. Let's see. Anything else good going on? Be interesting to see what happens with all of that. Is it 3-2, Abby? Is it 3-2? Is it? I'm not sure it is. You haven't proven it to me. That's for sure. I should probably start the actual game then. I was just reading video game news. Alright, are you gonna show up? Yes, it shows up correctly. I see what I did wrong last time. Abby, there's one thing from gaming news you need to remember today. Phil Spencer, stand-up dude. Let's look at the mouse be dragged away. Ooh, perfect, attached too. We're already unsure what exactly he is. Joe, remind me to talk to you later. I have no idea how long this part is, but remind me to talk to you later about Phil Spencer's blowing my mind. Including things like saying you know how they have 3 different studios that just make Call of Duty, so they have a Call of Duty every year? He's saying crazy things like, I think we should let the non-Call of Duty studios that have to make Call of Duty every year make other things. Like they have good old games, we should go back to those IPs. It's crazy.
Reiterate, the entire town now seems to be a disaster area, and while authorities and relief workers from Monarch are redoubling their efforts, it seems everybody's working at capacity.
Wow, they're really
working out of sync. The city is in a state of chaos. The end of time was closing in.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower. A countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan. But that didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan.
Yes.
Okay then.
Alright, cool. We have the guns. Oh, that's a problem. Second. Scroll down.
Christ!
That sounds like it. He got hit by a train. not very good at his job. Let's see. Alright, we'll switch to the burst pistol for now. Oh, I hear. Oh, wait. These guys are dead. I forgot. Let's, yeah, this way. Alright, now we have to get behind him. Yeah, that's the armor man. Yeah, that's the armor man. Let's see. All the times, Abby, that was like once.
Where do they keep our countermeasure?
Oh, that.
It's gonna be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building in Riverport.
Do we have nibbly bits? No. Oh, but we do have a radio. How's that work?
Hello, Riverport. This is Teresa Sedmak. As I am sure you are aware, things are very chaotic right now all over Riverport and in the rest of the world. There's an epidemic of collisions of some kind happening. Car accidents, air collisions, all eerily similar to the Port Donnelly bridge crash we experienced earlier, where nobody seems to see these accidents coming until they happen. I personally witnessed a car slamming into 3 people, a family as they were crossing the street, and I do not know where that car came from. The street was clear and suddenly the situation is being addressed by Monarch Solutions, who are responding to the crisis. I can't do this. This isn't worth it. They didn't tell me it would be like this. They knew, didn't they? Those sons of bitches knew in the way that they were talking. I'm sorry. I have to go. I can't stay here. I have to go home.
Even... I'm not sure he actually would have it. We've played a lot of multiplayer together. Am I not getting through the door? Oh, no, I gotta use the buttons.
Joyce, you hear me?
Charlie,
You're here for the CFR, right?
the countermeasure.
Well, you're kind of lucky because Serene's left the building. We're in lockdown, but the good news is I know this system like the back of my hand. I can open doors for you. All of them.
Cute.
You'll need to get to Serene's office. He's got direct access to the CFR. Alright?
Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know why a peanut butter sandwich makes me burp so much. Alright, what do we have on this TV?
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions. This state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. Incorporating an unprecedented level of automation designed with both comfort and security in mind, complete with a zero-carbon footprint, the building provides a safe and environmentally friendly workplace for thousands of Monarch employees. Monarch Solutions. All we think about is the future.
Zero carbon footprint. Well, in that case, I'm sure you're all cool.
Alright. Why is R&D at the top? That's so interesting. Oops, that's not. Alright. I think we're going up. Oh, no, okay.
Buildings in lockdown. The hell's that even mean?
I had to look at, just in
Poor
case.
bastard doesn't know anything about the train crash. Hope he doesn't have a heart attack when time resumes.
Yes, quote unquote, played it together.
Mr. Hatch, I thought you... They said you're dead.
They are confused about a great many things. I have a little job for you.
But I mean, I'm not sure I should.
You are still working for me.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say, Mr. Hatch.
Wait, that would be after the second time he got killed. He's still not dead. Oh, come on. There we go.
Paul's office.
Alright, I want to see if there are... Nope, no nibbly bits. Okay. But we have... things to pick up. Or things to read. Alright. Number 1. Monarch radio note. Won't work and stutters. Radio waves get stuck. It's the same as everything else. Use stutter-proof terminals.
Alright, how am I getting to Paul's office?
I really don't want to go outside. Just go crazy.
Ooh. Shifter
No way for
alert.
them to understand what's happening. Must be scary.
Lifeboat security protocols are now in full effect. Switch the guns in. Yeah, time bullets. It's time bullets. That's what happened. The lifeboat security protocols are now in full effect. Our stutter proofing has failed, and we have reports of shifters in the building. You all know the drill. We have trained for this. Do not approach shifters alone. Remember that they are not restricted to physical space in the same way you are, or we are. Deploy dampeners and watch your backs. Work in teams and remember your tactics. Maintain your distance. Don't take unnecessary chances. Comms are unreliable due to stutter, so pass the word on to the others. Take advantage of the stutter collapses to communicate as effectively as you can. We are attempting to repair the stutter proofing as quickly as possible, but be advised that contrary to our earlier timeline, which gave us years more to prepare, we believe we are now on the verge of final zero state, and every single stutter we encounter is more and more likely to be the one that never ends. That means our priorities have changed. Lifeboat protocol is in full effect, ensuring its success is our only objective, whether the opposition is shifters, Jack Joyce, or anyone else. The vital thing is that we remember our training. If we do things right, we will make it out of this. We will make our way into the lifeboat. Good luck and make me proud. What's this?
What's going on? I thought this would be the one place things were under control.
Yeah, right. It's all chaos. This whole survival plan Monarch has, it's falling apart. And there's something weird loose in the building. I don't even know what. I mean, that's why we're banking on you to fix this mess.
Excuse me. Dude, we gotta get the F out of this place. I don't care what it's like outside. Did you hear the speech Serene just gave? He's unhinged. And he looks all fucked up, too, like he's sick. This lifeboat thing's not gonna work. I don't trust that guy to plan his way out of a wet paper bag anymore. He's way out of control. He's not even here anymore. He just climbed into a chopper and fucked off to God knows where. He's supposed to be in charge. How is that being in charge? And I hear he killed a guy. What the fuck? The other thing is that Joyce, asshole, is bound to show up here soon. I'm not going to be collateral damage for whatever thing he's got with Serene. I've seen the stats Clarice had. The body count he's racked up now is insane. Who's gonna stop him? The grunts? Fuck no. They can fight him if they like, but I didn't sign up for this crap. I'm just here to coordinate shit. I'll take my chances outside. I'd rather freeze than get killed by that freak. At least that way you don't even know what's happening. I'll take that over a bullet. I'm leaving, and if you have half a brain, you'll come with me. Alright. I read that. I feel like one of these guys is just stuck in a scream.
I was getting closer to the countermeasure. Paul had the key to fixing the fracture all along, but he didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
Oh, they're getting ripped apart. Yeah, someone is ripping apart. Let's look here. It's gonna be here soon. Shooting, and I'm assuming that's a shifter.
What the fuck is that? Damn.
Ooh. Cleanup completed. I just cleaned up the situation room, by which I mean I dealt with Dr. Emerald's corpse. Listen, this isn't something I'd ever say to the rest of the guys, but you're my boss and I want to be honest with you. The whole thing's fucked up. I know I've been in the shit. I've dealt with bodies before. I'm not what you'd call squeamish, but this seems wrong. I thought Emerald and Serene were solid, but I guess she crossed the line. And hey, if she did what they say she did, I can see why she has to go. You're loyal, you're worm food, I've got no problem with that. But there's protocol. We're supposed to be disciplined, professional. We gotta tie up a loose end. You better believe we'll do it, but we do it by the book. You bump somebody off in the middle of a meeting like that, I just don't know what it is, but it ain't business. That's just some street gang bullshit. You do that, makes me wonder what else you're gonna do when things don't go your way. So I have concerns here. Just wanted you to know that. Anyway, I'm done and I'll be at my post if you need me. Ooh, we got some time happening.
Mr. Hack, sir, I mean, if I deactivate the stutter proofing system, won't that, if time stops again, then the building will be...
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay. Couldn't we just check with somebody?
Do I have to look up your home address?
No, sir. I'll do it.
See that you do.
Nope, no, I didn't want that. Actually, maybe I do, because I'm low in ammo. So, Hatch is like...
Those men died fighting something that lives outside of time.
The very reason our weapons program was built. Serene knew they were coming.
Weapons weren't doing the trick.
So Hatch is the reason why the stutter proofing's off. He just
Hey, guy.
had it turned off.
You in there? I'm locked out.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that door for you. Hang on. But be careful, there's a lot of scared and angry meatheads on the other side. There you go. Don't get your ass killed.
Alright, where are my meatheads? All three of them at once.
That's all.
Oh, that was all of them from there. Alright. Easy enough. Now, I've got to... we got big boy. We got two big boys. Oh yeah, that's right. They're totally stutterproof.
Now you got?
That's right. We just need to get one good shot at their back. That's all we need. That was not a good shot. That was a good shot. Oh, he's not down. Oh, the building doesn't go more that way. Ooh, but ammo. That's good stuff. And we got a correct pistol back. Alright, excuse me, sir. I just need to get around your back. If you'll let me. I don't know what I'm getting shot with, but I don't like it. That's what I've decided. Alright. go. That guy looks dead now. Dang it. And now he's stuck in... There we go. Are you done? No, he's not done. Dang it. Use time, Jack. Nope, that's not a good shot. Let's reload on ammo real quick. Oh, interesting. Oh, hey, look, it's destructibility. Oh, but it goes back in time because time is frozen. Of course. What am I thinking? There we go.
Gotta get the countermeasure.
I am playing super hot, but I'm the target. That's exactly what's going on here. Those are the 3 guys I killed at once. It looks hilarious. Alright, let's start reading some emails.
Dr. Amaral was the key to Paul's survival. So why was she killed?
Serene believed she was working against him, wanted him dead.
I wonder who made him think that.
Alem, I know I was saying there was no way Emerald would make it out of this building alive, but now I feel just sick about the whole thing. I don't know if you heard, but she came back. Except now she got killed right here in the building. I don't know what went down exactly, but she was in a meeting with Serene and didn't walk out of that meeting. I feel sick, that's fucked up. Holden from Exposition said that she blew up some lab on the island and she wasn't actually kidnapped. She set up the whole thing with Joyce. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, have you ever talked to her? She's nice. She always believed in what we're doing here. I just can't believe that she'd do something like that. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm wrong. But, I mean, what the fuck, man? Serene just killed her? Just like that? This scares the crap out of me. Please write back. I don't know what to do. This wasn't what they said it was going to be. The world's going to shit outside, and I don't feel safe in here, either. I could use some help here. Let me know what you want to do. Alright, so there was one. What else we got? Oh, we got a TV. Any of these computers? No, none of these computers. Oh, no, it's not a TV. It's a board.
The Monarch PR machine was going strong. The public believed that they were doing what the police force couldn't. Protecting them from a terrorist threat. From...
you.
Yeah, there wasn't really actually anything interesting on that, unfortunately. Alright, I think it's time we carry on. Because I don't see anything interesting there. I don't see anything interesting there. Alright, let's go find whatever is killing the time guys faster than I can.
Access that sky ridge.
Yeah, no problem. Just a sec. Well, you better keep an eye out, Joyce. That thing out there, I don't think it's gone. Okay, off you go.
Monarch was scrambling. Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Cool reflection work, even before, on the elevator door over there. Even before ray tracing was around. Man, even though Remedy games aren't necessarily like the fanciest graphics-wise, they have such a good aesthetic. Just tore through them. Oh. Hello, Time Nibbler. I didn't even notice you there. There we go. See, that's the yellow is what I've been looking for. What the heck was that? Alright. Oh! Oh! Guys! It's Bruce! It's Bruce! I thought we were done. Still haven't heard back from you about my screenplay. I know you're busy with all your work, but this is really taking off in a big way. So let's try to get going on this, okay? I know this thing's going to be huge. I just went ahead and mortgaged my house to make the thing a reality. It's my dream, and I'm going to follow my dream. Once I get the Kickstarter going on this thing, it's going to pay me back for the mortgage, so no problem. I already shot a promo thing for the KS campaign. Let me know what you think. Kickstarter campaign. I'm going to star in it, but I've got a really cool part for you too. If you want it, you'd be perfect for it. Like I said, I'm going to need some science feedback soon. Let me know ASAP. Here's the promo. Let's look at it again. That's the knife in his hand. Time stab. Wait, what does that say actually? Time stabber. Time stabber. Beautiful. I'm so glad that they followed through and made that too.
They have a time machine here? Shit. This is where they brought the university core. This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Personally ensure the CFR chamber is secure. What else we got? Top knife! There should be an achievement for finding all the time knife things. Mr. Serene, I know you're not in HQ right now, and whatever mission you left on must be incredibly urgent, so you probably won't read this until you return. I know you will be very, very angry with me, but I have to tell you what I've done. Using my maintenance access, I deactivated the stutter proofing in the building. I know you will be furious. I did it because Martin Hatch threatened my family. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared to tell you this, because I know you're on edge as it is, and clearly under tremendous pressure. But I have admired you and your vision for so long, for as long as I've worked for you. Yeah, that was the whole email. That's all there was to it. And I want to believe you can still fix things. So you have to know it's Hatch. He made this happen. He knew exactly what would... I'm sorry, there are now dead people at my feet, and I don't know how to fucking deal with this. They're strikers. They weren't here when I started writing this email, and now they are. There's a lot of blood. I literally had to wipe it off the screen to be able to start typing. It had to be a shifter that killed them. Their chronon harnesses were broken. I couldn't wear them if I wanted. But without one, I'm safe, right? No shifter outside of the stutters. Or that's what they told us in training. So I'm safe. When the stutter hits, I don't even notice. Unless a plane hits the building or something. God, I fucked up so badly. People are dead because of me. Not just these two, but throughout the building. The stutter proofing was supposed to keep shifters out. And now, everybody must be dying somewhere between the seconds. Everybody could be dead already. I don't know. I can't take this. And don't trust Hatch. I think this son of a bitch is after the CFR. I think he was never on our side. This is all some kind of weird game to him. Shit, I don't know why he's doing this. I'm just an engineer. I don't know how to deal with this. It's too much. Sir, I know you must be furious at me. I deserve it. Believe me, I know. But please, don't take it out on my family. Well. Any final theories on what the heck is up with Hatch? Secret villain that's been here the whole time. I mean, secret extra villain? Like, we already knew he was a villain, but we didn't realize he was his own villainy. Going for his own villainy. I mean, time knife? Not time knife. I mean, time niblets. Alright, what do we got going here? It's a shifter. Slog. That'd be funny. But he's not.
What the fuck? Was that Hatch?
The train.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels. There's a possible hazard. Repeat, stay clear of the lower levels. There appears to be a train crashed into the building. The situation is under control. All personnel should...
Yep.
Hey, Charlie. I got another locked door here.
Not bad, Joyce. That's Serene's office. Let me just unlock that bad boy for you.
This
Serene's
is
got
where...
access to the CFR chamber from his office. I'll meet you there.
This is where there's a note that's really
There.
important. Is this the really important
Paul's already
note?
gone.
Yes, it is.
He left behind the one thing I needed.
Okay. This is an untitled note. We might need to take a second here and just like process this. I have left this message here for you to find, so that soon, when the time comes and I ask you to choose, you can do so with your eyes open and some hint of understanding. I have no secrets, and the only things I choose to omit are ones that you, in your current limited state, would not be able to grasp, no hard I tried to make you understand. I have walked down the same path you are on now, once, from your perspective a long time ago, although time no longer has such meaning to me. I too came into contact with a time machine. In my case, it was not a man-made device, but a natural one, in a cave. It should come as no surprise, really, that such things exist, much like natural nuclear reactors do exist, such as the now defunct ones at Oklo, Africa. After all, the Meyer-Joyce field has its irregularities. I, too, became Chronon active. I, too, developed Chronon syndrome. And in time, I, too, lost control and became a shifter. Became at once everywhere and nothing. Once everything and nothing. Was everywhere and nowhere. Died countless deaths. And was still alive, my every probability, every possibility happening at once. I promised I would not lie, thus I will tell you. The noise and the pain and the rage were more than anyone could suffer and not go insane. I burned in this fire for a long time. There were brief moments of awareness in this endless nightmare. Different versions of certain key moments in my life that I found myself reliving again and again, trying to make things right, like a puzzle, on and on and on. I am convinced that the stutters and the end of time saved me, for those were the only places, the only times where I could even briefly stop and rest and slowly find focus and control again, and ultimately master this state. Not emerge from it, not be cured, not go back to what I was before, for there is no such thing, but to learn to be in one place and everywhere at once. My perception is altered, like someone who has seen a perceptual illusion and discovered the picture is both a young girl and an old woman at the same time. Once you see them both, you can never not see them. We are such limited beings. We play with just one piece, on one square, on an endless chessboard, just one life, one timeline, in an infinite multiverse of possibilities. Am I an exception? The only one who has found his way to the other side? Or is this just a shifter's brief dream before a stutter collapses? There are other shifters. You, your best friend, who is now your mortal enemy, Dr. Kim. Others, some of whom you know, it does not matter who, because they are gone, and when they emerge, if they emerge, they will not be who they were, just as I am not who I was before. I have done my part in helping you all achieve this state. If time is an ocean with a frozen surface, then the stutters at the end of time are holes in that ice, opportunities to come up for air. I have a plan, It's already in motion, but it would be futile to try to explain it to you, like trying to explain 3 dimensions who can only see in one. But make no mistake, I do not look down on you. I strive for humility, even as I shift this world from one state to another. I will make this possible. I stand in between. I don't see myself as a gate. I remain humble. I am something smaller. A hatch. So that's what Martin Hatch is. He has a plan for coming out of the ocean of possibilities. And I really want to see something. There we go. So yeah, Abby, you're gonna have to start redoing your theory crafting. If you wanted to say that he's actually Zero the Fourth, I might accept it. Alright, what do we got?
My office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
Yes, of course.
The CFR. If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes. Yes, everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
Wrong cannon, Abby. Wait, why is he going back to the swimming pool?
I'm done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard.
Oh, you're saying that Lance Reddick voiced Zero Jr.? That'd be hilarious. Alright. From Paul. I killed her, Clarice. I smashed her face in, and it broke my heart. And I should have done it sooner, before she fucked us all. But of course, it's too late. I should have done that before she activated the lifeboat, and before she killed me, because that's what she did. She and Jack destroyed my treatments. She might as well have put a bullet in my heart. How long has she been working with him? How come you didn't catch her, Clarice? Aren't you supposed to be on top of things? I see these people in my building, safe only because I keep them safe. They work for me. I pay their salaries. I see how they look at me. I know what they're thinking, like saving the world was for the faint of heart. How much of her poison did she spread before I stopped her? Fucking Sophia. Forget it. It's done. I'll deal with it all. But I don't have time for this. I have to get to the chopper. Make these people fall in line, Clarice, and make sure the lifeboat is in order. I don't know if I'm coming back, but if I do, I expect everything to run right. Get it done. He doesn't have to be Jack from the future because they've already done that. What he could be.
Now it's just a couple of minutes between stutters.
The countermeasure was Paul's prize. Everything he built was based on Will's device. His plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
What happened to you? Looks like you ran into that creepy thing.
Except that's the guy that Serene killed. Yeah, no, we've already done that, so I don't know what if he was. No, he can be in multiple places at once. He would run a Zero Escape game where he was actually all of the participants. Right? Because he can be in multiple places at once. They would all have masks and voice modulators. and he would be all of them, and that's the reveal. Look at it, Jack.
Only one of Serene's treatments survived the explosion. His time was running out.
So was everybody else's.
What have we got here? Well, I just solved that. We needed to build it up, not just the same way. Paul, don't worry about it. We're on schedule. Your time machine core from the university has been transported to HQ. It's currently being installed in the new time machine frame we've built for it. You'll have direct access to it from the CFR chamber, as requested. And no, before you ask, you can't actually access the CFR chamber from the time machine. That elevator can only be activated from within the chamber, so no one working on the machine can get to the CFR. I thought you'd appreciate that layer of added security, know how important it is to keep the CFR safe. Anyway, I don't know what you actually intend to do to use the time machine. I know you don't actually intend to use the time machine, but should you ever need it, all we need to do is deploy the corridor. It's actually all hooked up now, but we're still running some final diagnostics. The tech should be ready with it before the gall is over. Update on the process of the time machine. Let's see. That was a long email chain. Alright, I understand why you feel this way, but this isn't something to take lightly. It's my experience that time travel only complicates things, and while my own trip through time has given us great opportunities, it's also set me on this path. I want to control it, not use it. That said, I want to have the machine ready to use for emergencies. My foreknowledge of future events will end very soon, and it might prove useful to us to have the option to obtain more detailed information from the future. Obviously, given the furthest back you can go to the time machine, the farthest you can go back is the machine's activation at the university. Visiting the past seems fairly useless. Also, ensure that the machine is heavily guarded at all times. No one's allowed to operate the machine besides myself, and I want the corridor to remain undeployed unless I give specific orders to the contrary, as to the Joyce brothers. I intend to give William the option of joining us if possible, but I know him. He's very stubborn. He's a very stubborn and unstable man. The egg is too, yeah. He's a very unstable man. I don't know if we could ever trust him. I don't need to remind you that he built, in that ridiculous little workshop with very limited resources, a device that broke the local physics at Ground Zero, caused Micronon syndrome. I don't intend to give him a chance to show us what else he could do if he decides we're a target. That, along with the rest of the visions I have seen, there are certain sentimental reasons I wish to make, that make me wish I could let William live, but I doubt that he makes it possible for us. As for Jack, I'm not too worried about him. It took me a long time to master my abilities, so Jack shouldn't be a major problem unless he manages to use stutters to escape the area. Luckily, stutters should be very rare in the early stages of the fracture. Still, I've come too far to take any chances. I'd prefer to take him alive, but nothing can be allowed to put our plan at risk. I'm sorry to have involved you in something like this. I know it's not what you signed up for, and that said, I don't expect you to be personally involved with that part of the operation in any way. I'm not particularly happy about this part myself. I wish I had better options. But circumstances are as they are, and I have come too far to falter now. I hope you understand. Like, if it wasn't so obvious, like, that it was a bad idea to go to these links, I'm so curious what the hell they even are. But it's obviously a bad idea, and don't do it. Paul, we now have finalized the plans for acquiring and transporting the time machine core from the university lab. Your instructions are quite clear. We won't actually move in until your younger self has entered the machine. The men will try to take the Joyces alive, with the understanding that Jack Joyce's in particular could be a threat. And neither can be allowed to escape. Still uncomfortable. Moral implication aside, losing Dr. Joyce's expertise would be a great blow. There's not a lot interesting there. Okay. Wait, was that... There's a time niblet? Ah, I see the time niblet. Give me my time niblet. There it is.
Alright.
Okay,
Paul spent a long time running Monarch in secret. Probably didn't help with that whole disconnected from reality thing.
I wish my memories about the end of time were clear, but it was anything but clear. It was anything but a clear time in my life. And the world was such a jumble, a frozen mess of different things, of different timelines crashing together. I was running for my life the whole time, trying to avoid the shifters, not an ideal state of mind for gathering intel. And it didn't help me that she was chasing me, trying to kill me. Beth Wilder, one of my own people. It was her all along. Even then, trapped at the end of time, as little as I understood about what was going on, I could tell she didn't like me, that she didn't have the powers I did. I knew that she had some kind of technology that kept her going in that suspended hell. Of course, I had no idea it was a device I would eventually have my people develop. I suppose I should appreciate the irony that it was her chronon harness, my own chronon harness, that gave me the idea for the lifeboat protocol. The idea that our technology could let humanity survive at the end of time. I suppose I have to thank her for that. And she paid for her sins in the end, but she left a mark on me. I know the time to pay for mine is approaching quickly, but not just yet. Back then, when Wilder and I played our game of cat and mouse at the end of time, if I'd had an ounce of the control over my powers I do now, things would have turned out very differently between us. She was strong and had the training. I was young and weak and scared. Even so, my abilities gave me an edge. I was lucky she didn't have full striker gear. I was reading. Apparently there was going to be an end of time level, but they didn't have the resources to make it cool enough, like the time and resources to make it cool enough that it wouldn't actually detract from the whole narrative experience. But they go on record as saying that it messes with the narrative pacing that they intended to have, not having the end of time level. And that it is worse. It's a worse game for not having that level. She was the one with the upper hand. I didn't learn to properly control my abilities until much later. In those days, they were unpredictable and operated on instinct. Control didn't come easy. I can't help but be aware this doesn't seem to be the case for Jack. His mastery is growing by leaps and bounds. Is it just because the way he's always been? Fast on his feet, bold and adaptive? Or is the fracture affecting him too? I thought we can contain him. It'll cost us dear. It's cost us dearly. It is not a mistake I will make again. Alright, we've got the time board. Time board! Where do I have to stand for the time board? Over here.
17 years he lived through twice. All of it mapped out, from memory.
He knew the market trends before they occurred. He had the tools to make a fortune, and he did.
How freaked would you be if somewhere on 2020 it said, there's probably going to be a global pandemic right about here, you know?
Paul saw what was coming. It broke him. He refused to believe that it could be changed. And he cast aside the only people who could have convinced him otherwise.
Yeah. Paul, Martin, I know you've both been arguing that quantum ripple causality research subdivision has great potential and we should keep it funded. I must once again implore you to reconsider. I'll be the first one to admit that the technology is impressive. The fact that Drs. Morphin and Rangers can actually track the consequences rippling out from minor shifts within the Meyer-Joyce field is incredible, and the level of informational detail that they've managed to obtain is amazing. But now here's the thing. They've been at this for 2 years, and they have not produced a single useful result. Yes, we can trace the actual events from their small inception point to the actual consequence, very much in keeping with basic chaos theory concept of the butterfly flapping its wings, but, well, so what? Every single thing that happens in the universe is the result of such a chain of events. Being able to see the chain offers no real insight to anything due to the very randomness of the process. Furthermore, it's utterly misleading. You could say some tiny event or decision in my life yesterday led me to write this email, and that's technically true, but so did a tiny event or decision in my life 15 years ago. It's all a chain. The event yesterday didn't take place in a vacuum. It didn't come out of nowhere. So what's the point? We have no control over it, we don't get to direct it, and we get no useful information out of it. Also, have you actually seen the reports they generate? From a technological point of view, the way they managed to automate their analysis of the fluctuations of signatures within the Meyer-Joyce field is impressive, but again, it's all meaningless babble with no practical applications. Their personal remarks on the reports are even worse. With all due respect to Ron and Terry and their indisputable technical expertise, I don't know what they're doing, and I'm not sure they do either. It's like they're coming up with the stuff at random. And the above outlines my concerns to the futility of the entire process, and I suspect that may not be enough to sway you, but I have one final point which I believe you should consider very, very carefully. The entire program is an unforgivable waste of Monarch resources. I don't mean money, although the entire quantum ripple causality research subdivision, that's a mouthful, is costing us millions and millions of dollars, but that doesn't really matter because I know we can afford that. However, there's a more vital resource it's consuming. Every time they fire up their rig and delve into the Meyer-Joyce field, they eat up a huge amount of chronon particles. Those are a finite resource, and as you know, we are projecting that ground zero yield will rapidly diminish as the fracture takes hold, which will happen very soon. You may not understand the real impact of this, so let me put it to you in practical terms. Every single time they detect and analyze a quantum ripple, it costs us a week of potential lifeboat runtime minimum. Given Monarch's primary purpose and the total lack of useful results, I believe it's a luxury we cannot afford. I recommend shutting them down immediately, or at least at the latest during our next reorg. No, they have regular reorgs too. We can allocate their resources to something useful, put Ron and Terry's expertise into great use designing the lifeboat. I'm sure we wouldn't regret putting them to work on that, given their track record of working with Chronon Tech. Sophia Amaral, Head of Research. Alright, what else we got? Anything else in this room? I think that's it for this room. Oh wait, no, there's a laptop. Wait, no, that was just what I was reading. One of those days. It's all quantum Ripley in here.
Paul was a powerful man, the leader of an empire. But behind the veil, he was a dying man. The signs were clear.
I like how each game, I was just thinking about this. Max Payne, Alan Wake, Quantum Break, Control. Each game has a different, totally logical reason why the main character has a monologue over the events of the game.
Dr. Amaral was the one thing keeping Paul alive, but reading through their exchanges, there was something more than professional going on.
That's not my place to comment on.
I found myself at a loss. We knew that the fracture would arrive. It was clear very quickly that the process was occurring much faster than Paul's projections. His experiences had led us to believe. That was alarming in itself, but there's another concern. With the fracture, Paul's condition seems to be accelerating rapidly. I don't know what to do about either one of those issues. I haven't had a chance to examine Paul properly, and of course he won't consent to any real tests at this point. He won't take the time, not with the situation being as critical as it is. He has to prepare for the gala, to take care of every little stupid thing Martin trots out for him. He won't think of himself at all, and I'm afraid that'll cost us dearly. Still, I don't know, I'm just speculating, but I believe this acceleration is a reaction to the stutters in time, in zero state. His wave function is further disrupted by the excessive chronon energies within his body. Before the university incident, before the fracture, the condition was progressive but controllable. The lack of stutters helped keep it in check. Now its progress is rampant, and I worry that it may reach a critical point soon. We always knew that this was a possibility, but all of our projections assumed that we would have years, time to come up with a cure, or a way to stop its process. Which means there's a very real chance that, in the near future, Paul's condition overtakes him, and if he does become a shifter, I don't know what to do about it. We haven't been able to help Dr. Kim. I don't know what we could do for Paul. I don't know what to do. The treatments are still working, but they take a toll on him, and their effect is greatly diminished. I'm concerned we may hit a point where he's forced to use them so often that the treatment becomes worse than the condition itself. And yet, I don't see any other options. He will not rest. He insists on doing so much. I know he chafes under the dependence on the treatments. He sees it as a witness. I'm afraid I might lose him. May lose him, whatever. Alright, anything else good in this room? Nope, that looks like it. Okay. That's a closed door, dude. There we go. Oh, you jog so slow. Hey, look, it's a bag full of ammo.
No, look, I can explain.
It's Charlie!
Wheeler.
We got contact!
Take cover! Charlie, get down!
That's where the TV show left him.
Joyce, thank God. Shit, that could have been real bad. You're Charlie. Yeah, let me get this door open.
Alright, you're gonna yell at us while I read emails, but I'm gonna read emails.
The lifeboat revolved around the countermeasure. He knew Will would try to take it back. That's why he was killed. He knew I'd try to do the same eventually.
Clearly, he was right.
People, because there seems to be a certain lack of clarity about what is appropriate for someone to enter the CFR chamber and mess with the Chronon field regulator, because I just had to fire Kevin Keenan away because he did that exact thing. Let me remind you the approved CFR procedure. You do not touch the CFR, period. I may touch the CFR because I'm the lead technician in charge of it. Amaro may touch the CFR because she's the head of research and knows what she's doing. Paul Serene may touch the CFR because he's Paul fucking Serene and it's his CFR. Nobody else touches it. On occasion, some enormously lucky individuals who have been personally trained by me and are proven to be very, very dependable and incredibly good at their jobs, who don't have a track record of trying to enter the CFR chamber like a pint-huffing imbecile because they just wanted to take a closer look at it, and who remember to bribe the lead technician in charge of the CFR with Tom Waite's tickets, may be given written instructions to perform specific procedures. That will be a great honor and a sign of significant degree of trust, and those people should be accorded all professional respect and appropriate degrees of brown-nosing and or passive-aggressive displays of envy by their peers. To put it another way, you do not touch the CFR unless you want to join Kevin and the how to stop being an arrogant dumb shit who jeopardized not only the hope of the entire human race because of his mansplaining ass thought he knew what the CFR really needed was a random dude who knew better self-improvement course down at the unemployment office, which I'm sure is where we all believe he was escorted by those armed men. There is no exception to this. The entire lifeboat protocol depends on the CFR being present, properly connected, and functioning normally. Don't want to jeopardize this. It's bigger than any of us, and we are not here to fuck around. Alright, what's this?
They'd stockpiled all the Chronon particles from Ground Zero to keep the lifeboat running.
Enough to hopefully last until a proper solution was discovered.
Please be advised that we are now at a point where the lifeboat activation may occur. Accordingly, I have ensured that preparations are underway for activation. As part of that, what Chronon particle stores still remain at Ground Zero harvesting operation are being moved to the headquarters and placed into the Master Chronon Particle Repository ready to be placed under CFR control. Please be aware that what we have managed to accumulate until this point is very likely to be all the Chronon particles we will ever have access to. Due to the fracture's effects on the Meyer-Joyce field, the Ground Zero anomaly is showing definite signs of weakening. As a result, Chronon particle yield decreases drastically, will soon drop to baseline. Obviously, continue more traditional Chronon particle harvesting operations in order to maximize our stockpile. We need to recognize that sourcing them outside of Ground Zero conditions is extremely inefficient. Or in plain terms, unless we find another source of Chronon particles, and I don't believe we will, what we have now is all we will ever have. Please be aware that all use of Chronon technology eats into our limited resources, and while we of course recognize the need to have our strikers and other soldiers operating at stutters, each operation will eat away at our stockpile and in very real terms cost us days of lifeboat runtime. Accordingly, we have to plan the use of this technology closely and choose our battles carefully. That said, we should also recognize the situation with Jack Joyce constitutes an emergency and will require unconventional Chronon particle investments. Just the same, we should be aware of the cost. I expect to see projected Chronon particle consumption rates for the foreseeable future and simulations about how long our stockpiles will last. Adjusted for all of the scenarios we have discussed, see last meeting minutes in our next Monday meeting. Alright. Let's do it to it, Charlie.
There you go, Joyce. Here's hoping you know what the fuck you're doing.
No idea, Charlie.
Yeah, me too.
Personal notes by Dr. Kim.
Yeah. There it is. CFR. Countermeasure. Whatever it's called. Help yourself, Joyce.
This thing feels like a conundrum wrapped in a puzzle. It's an incredible piece of technology, and I feel like we're only scratching the surface of what it can do. And we have already learned so much. I thought I had a good understanding of the intricacies of Chronon particles and their practical applications before. Now I've realized I've still got a lot to learn. The Chronon field regulator, as I've decided to call this little miracle. Is a little miracle. I've decided to call it is a little miracle. How such a small device can do so much is beyond me. I know it taps into the Meyer-Joyce field, but I don't know how. My experiments just show it can do it. It can also manipulate that field. I wish I knew how.
Can we get the hell out of here?
Still, the mechanics of the operation give me ideas. New avenues of thought I've been trying to find for such a long time. The task that I've been set by Mr. Serene has frankly stumped me for years. Knowing that what we observe as a passage of time is just the result of Chronon particles being constantly generated within the Meyer-Joyce field is a simple fact that I've been aware of for a long time. But being able to manipulate those particles in a meaningful way, well, that's another question. The mechanics of the situation are clear, almost frustratingly so. In a zero-state environment, there are no Chronon particles, and thus time is frozen. The idea of artificially flooding an area with Chronon particles to enable the passage of time is the obvious solution, but actually finding a way of doing that's something else. Not only are Chronon particles incredibly difficult to source, so obtaining enough to actually stutter-proof an area for any time longer than a fraction of a second has always seemed impossible. Perhaps even more importantly, the mechanism for manipulating the particles in a way that would actually allow me to define a certain volume of space as stutter-proofed has consistently eluded me. Well, Ground Zero has solved the former problem for us. We're almost up and running, and very soon we will have the ability to harvest Chronon particles at useful rates. We will be able to build a truly formidable stock of them in the years to come. As for the latter problem, manipulating the Chronon particles, that seems to be something the CFR does with ease. Its ability to tap into the Meyer-Joyce field and effect changes in its topology is exactly what I needed. Wow, this is a long one, it feels. Okay. Whew. Unfortunately, I don't know how it does it. I don't have a clue. I don't know how to effectively control these effects. My research into the practical effects of its operation have given me ideas for a different kind of Chronon technology that works on a somewhat similar principle, except instead of tapping into the Meyer-Joyce field, it generates a similar localized field of its own, an artificial Chronon particle field, and within that field we can manipulate the Chronon particles at will. This means we should be able to create stutter-proofing technology, allowing us to shield a certain area from the effects of zero state. I believe I will be able to miniaturize the technology to allow for personalized devices with the same effect, almost like an environmental suit of sorts, with a harness the user would wear to create a Chronon field around his body. There are still many challenges here, one of which is that any significant volume of stutter-proof space will incur an unacceptably high drain on Chronon particles, which are a decidedly limited resource. Obviously, with the lifeboat protocol requiring a large stutter-proof area that we can maintain for years, quite possibly decades, this is a critical issue we have to solve, and Mr. Serene has made that quite clear to me. Frankly, even with Mr. Hatch backing me, the thought of disappointing Serene over this makes me quite anxious. I understand his concerns, that they are, of course, entirely founded, but the man's intensity is unnerving. In any case, I'm hoping that I will figure this problem out soon. I'm hoping to be able to use the CFR itself to regulate the flow of chronon particles. Given its nature, I suspect it might be eminently suitable for such a role in the Lifeboat project and cut down our own chronon consumption rate by a great margin. My control over the CFR is limited, but this seems to be a very basic functionality to it, so I am optimistic that I can do it. I'm still looking into it, one thing at a time. We've already made great progress, and I will say that Mr. Serene's been quite complimentary with these successes, so I think he'll give us the time we need. Well, it's not like he has a lot of choice in the matter. I'll be honest, the CFR is becoming a bit of an obsession with me. I wish I could just sit down and have a conversation and just ask those questions. How did he build it? What's it actually for? But I've been denied that opportunity. A part of me wants to open the CFR up and get to the bottom of it, but the potential consequences terrify me. We've already seen what it can do if unleashed. Even worse, there's a possibility I couldn't put it back together, and the idea of making a mistake like that is positively bowel liquefying thought. Having to explain that to Mr. Serene, no thank you. So, as it is, I have only dared to open up a bit of the casing so as to get a rough idea of some of the engineering inside. It's amazing work, and it has certainly been a lesson in humility for me. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm a very fast learner, and this has to be the most important work anyone has ever engaged in the history of humanity. If we succeed in our mission, the world will not soon forget the name of Dr. Henry Kim. Hey, look, I found all the readables, I think. Hey, it's Charlie's badge. Alright.
It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it, and I knew it could fix the fracture. This fucking thing. The problem was, I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead. But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened.
What'd I do? Put it in my front pocket?
University time machine. They've got the core here.
Can we go or what?
I need to get to the chamber above.
Where is it?
No problem. Got a way up right here.
Where'd I stash it?
No biggie. Make it count.
Hey, look, it's somebody in a body bag. It's Liam Burke.
You're not coming?
No, I gotta get back down. Someone I really want to get back to. Good luck, Joyce.
Alright, who are we fighting? Are we fighting Hatch?
Why are you going up there anyways?
Short version? I gotta go back in time and save my brother.
You're gonna go back in time, yeah, right. Whatever. You don't have to tell me, I guess.
Or is Hatch going to die a third time, maybe? It's either Hatch or Serene. But we have to have a fight now. They've let us have it too easy
Paul
for too
took the
long.
core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own machine. It was part of his sick desire for control. But that gave me one last shot at fixing things. I could go back. Maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around.
Hey, look at all the combat-y stuff all around. Who are we fighting?
The core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the corridor in place.
Okay, this should do it.
Deploying the corridor. Phase 1 underway. Clear all personnel from the shop.
Oh, we're just fighting actual people.
Of course.
Alright. Where do we have people? Oh, wait. They got stuttered, I think. Oh, that's hilarious. I started fighting them, but they got stuttered. somebody else.
HQ, we have contact. Over.
Copy. Neutralize the target at once.
Oh, haha! The stutter stopped.
Engaging target. Over.
Write him up.
Turn unit down! Engage target!
Don't do that, Jack. Do that. Come on. No, that way, Jack. Time run! Time run!
Focus. Jesus. You serious? Fine, let's go.
What do we got? We got folks over there, up. Alright, we dead? We dead. Cool. Alright. Let's wrap this up. Alright, he dead. He dead. He dead! They all dead! I need more bullets.
Corridor deployment. Corridor now ready for insertion. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady. Machine was ready. I just needed to put in the date.
I feel you, Jack. I feel you.
The earliest I could go back to was the time that the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
You better...
Oops. I didn't realize he was still talking. Alright, part 2. So, Hatch. Oh, here we go.
Get in here! Hurry! Targets have escaped the lab!
What's up, fellas?
Oh, shit!
You know, this does a lot to explain, if I'm going to be wrecking up dudes now, why they're like, what the heck, how is Jack Joyce already so powerful? Come on, just use time and rewind it a bit. Oh, you poor suckers. You don't even have time powers.
HQ, we've got an intruder in the lab. Core extraction team is down. Over.
All of them? How? Damage to the core at all cost.
I think that got both of
after the
them.
faction initiated. Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
Yeah, that was the plan.
It's locked. Gotta find another way out of here.
HQ, we've got security footage of the Joyce brothers escaping through the server room on the lower level.
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core.
Alright, nothing cool. Honk, 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 honk.
Prowler Team, ready the heavies in the underground parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Where the hell is that extraction team? We were supposed to have the core loaded in that chopper by now.
Hatch was right. Should have sent Liam Bur-
That's just really satisfying. Oops.
HQ, great work.
That was my bad. I like them like, great work, you killed him. Gotta rub it in before we're done. Alright. This time. There we go. Thank you. There we go. That's more. Oh, you survived that? That's more like it. That's what
I
happens when
remember
I
that
don't
Will
play
and I were
stupid.
headed to the courtyard when the stutter hit. That's where I needed to cut him off.
I should hope you remember. It was only like yesterday. Wow. Yeah, no, it was like literally like not that many hours ago. I wanted to be able to shoot him.
Courtyard. How do I get there?
Oh, there's a stutter going on. Let's see, where's... Oh, wait. I see Time Niblet. Ooh, check out the sky again. Oh, there's that, the circles. The circles we were seeing were the helicopter rotors. Because there's a light on the end of them. And so that was the circle. That's just smart. Alright, is it this way? I hope it's this way. Let me walk all the way up here. It doesn't appear to be this way. Time vision? Where am I going? Up? Am I going up? Maybe? Okay. Well, that's progress. What we got? There we go. That went pretty smooth. The sound design in this game, I think, is excellent. What do I need to do? I see. Maybe. Pull you back up this way. Freeze you for a second. Or just run. That works too. Alright. Alrighty. There's a backpack of ammo over there. Alright, at least I got some hits on him. Where's that ammo backpack?
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all alone.
HQ, we've got men down. Joyce is already here. Searching the area.
Raider 9, send in the Striker team. We can't afford any more mistakes.
The Striker team is already dead.
Jesus Christ.
Joyce spotted. Opening fire.
I like that. Just like, oh crap. Oh, that's not the... I thought that was the backpack guy that I have to thing. I'm silly. Alright, now where's this guy? You. Hold still a second. Take these bullets from me. All at once. You wanna do it again? That's really effective. I like it. It's a shame that I'm fighting so many, like, actual powered up dudes these days. I'm gonna go this way because I don't like getting shot at. Let's do the same thing for you. Excellent. I like that. So many good ways to use these powers.
HQ, we spotted Jack Joyce in the student lounge.
Bandit 4, that shouldn't be possible. I'm getting reports of gunfire in the underground parking. Are you sure it's Joyce? I need visual confirmation.
Didn't expect two of me, did you?
Burke, the hell are you doing down here? I need the gate pass. Let's go see Wade.
Okay, how do I get this up?
Oh, I get it. It's a time puzzle. Oh. So there's somewhere else. So they walked off this way, but I didn't pay attention to where exactly.
Burke, the hell are you doing down here? Fuck if I know.
Right, seems like this way. Up there they are.
Got around of businesses.
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly astronaut pants. Catches orders.
Neighbor of the beast, you know?
665.
Ooh, just made it. Is that... what? Oh. Haha. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, he uses a 3-digit passcode. Oops. Well, look at that. What does it say?
I'm not done with you yet.
Oh, it's that article about Paul Serene, also downstairs.
Picked up this.
Damn it. Blocking my path.
Well, not for long. You can just turn it off, Jack.
Looks like it's plugged in somewhere else.
Oh no, we can't just turn it off. They're introducing a concept that I do not like.
Yeah, this isn't good.
That's when we saw that. We did it. Of course.
Door's still barred. Whoever's here ain't left yet.
How the fuck did Joyce take out those strikers?
He's obviously not alone. My bet is there's at least 5 of them.
Hostile! Who do you think you are?
That's just really satisfying to do. Oops. My bad. I need to quit being so cavalier. At least they generously checkpoint. Alright, how many do we have? There were 2 heavies, and I didn't account for that. But I have now. This is a great way to kill him, too. Just a bunch of bullets all at once.
That's my cue.
Through the bushes! See, that was much more... That was keeping my head on things.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
Alright, choose a library. A biblioteca.
No time to lose. I gotta get to Will.
No time to lose.
Shit. Too late. I gotta beat him to the library.
Alright, we're going to climb from here onto these porta-johns. Yeah, there we go. We haven't done any, we hadn't done platforming yet, so they had to throw in a little bit more.
This is Airlift Prime.
I'm like, why is that guy dead? We already killed him. In the present past. And there's me in the past.
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders. Over.
Gotta move, Jack.
Roger. Keep a skeleton crew and wait for arrival of Monarch Actual. Everybody else needs to reunite at the Dry Docks Cronin extraction grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit. Investigating the rooftops as we speak.
Ah, we get to kill more dudes on the roof. How many people did Monarch actually have under their employ combat training?
Wait, he did that on his own. We need to find out who's unaccounted for. This might be an inside job.
Alright.
Let's start a list of who's missing. It's him! Join us on the rooftop! Negative! He's in the library! We're under fire!
Damn story's right. Where is he? I need answers! Where the hell is Joyce?
Everywhere, lady. I'm not bound by your silly conventions of time and space.
Up in the library! Stat!
HQ, this is Monarch Actual. Cancel that order. I'm on my way. Deal with Jack personally.
No, I don't want the shotgun.
Stand down.
I want my good gun.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there.
No, that's still the shotgun. Give me my real gun. Thank you. Oh, I'm not going in through the door, I guess. No, I'm going in through the gate. Okay.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
Well, we're at the library. We're just, you know, on it.
If Joyce is in the library, then who'd they spot up here?
Don't know.
HQ, he's here. Over.
It's him!
Oh, that's such a good power. I should have used my powers more throughout the playthrough.
A sniper cover.
He's already dead. Nope, need to get a better angle at your feet. Now we can shoot. appreciate how to do that. And a good time was had by all. Alright, let's do that again. Because that's a really effective way of taking care of you guys.
This is Monarch Actual. Approaching library rear entrance.
Oh no, no.
I wonder if we can't save Will. Wabba wabba. Wow.
Stand by to detonate the library. I'm going in.
Fuck.
Come on, Jack. Go faster, Jack.
Will. Already gone. Lobby. Lobby, I'm running out of time.
They use the word time a lot.
Will.
There is. That's why. Trigger. I never wanted this.
Right, so all of this has to happen exactly as it did happen. Which included Will not die, apparently, this whole time. But it appearing like he died.
Jack. You saved me. Welcome back. Hey, Will. Here's a present. Countermeasure. How?
I have really big pockets, okay?
Oh, Jack. Will! Come on! Come on, let's go.
Is that a countermeasure in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Monarch had it the whole time. Does it work?
Came back from the future. For me. Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Excuse me.
In theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only way.
We need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. Fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know.
And if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
And you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set. The future is. Right.
Loophole, I like it.
We gotta go.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. It was too off screen. You also didn't pay
This way.
a freaking
If what
hobbit
you said is true, then how did I save you?
for that short of a
I
game.
saw you die.
A time.
Think, Jack. You never physically saw me die, did you?
I watched a roof collapse on top of you.
Creating the illusion of my death, yes. Which brought you here to make sure it remained only an illusion. It's all a loop. If time is an egg,
No egg metaphors.
Tasty Bits! Oh, that wasn't Tasty Bits. That was a secret... It was a secret mural of us with Beth. Poor Beth.
we have to get out of here and get to the... Oh, get down! Over here!
Goddamn bloodbath in there. I need some air. Cleaners better get here quick.
We don't have time for this.
No!
Let's go.
Still stubborn as ever.
Runs in the family. But what were we talking about?
Summary, time loop. I'm alive. Science.
Yeah, I got that.
Alright. What we doing, Will?
Alright. Through here.
Amy.
You can't risk helping them.
I know what happens if I don't.
And it'll still happen, Jack. I meant what I said back there. And there are no exceptions. If you get suckered into trying to change what can't be changed, it may cost us everything. Please, Jack. Our future depends on this. You said Monarch had the countermeasure this whole time. How? Why?
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
So that's the thing about the end of time,
Must have somehow
right?
repurposed it as a localized chronon field regulator.
Is that it is out of time, so it isn't time at all, I think. So none of the time rules apply to the end of
It
time.
was Beth Wilder who had the countermeasure, keeping it safe. She was the one who warned me, told me to build it.
I know.
It's the Alan Wake
Met her.
board.
Is she helping us?
She was.
She was.
Hey, said it first.
I see. Come on.
So
This place isn't safe.
I guess we just need to go after the last point that Jack remembered. And we should go. Or, not Jack, Paul.
Well, hey. Go this way now.
Hey, we fought literally here before. Come on, what are we looking at, Jack? Come on, Jack. Are we looking at us being taken away? Oh no, it's Beth, our girlfriend, who is dead and can never be undead. Well, maybe she could be undead, but can't be undeaded. Dude, don't touch her boobs. That's not okay. Nope, you can't save her, Jack. Look, it's you, Jack. Jennifer Lawrence saying, yeah, okay, sarcastically to what? Specifically. Because I've said a lot of things. And I don't know when that message came across. Well, we got part 3 now. Oh. I mean... Let's face it, if Paul Serene was played like Barbossa, that would only make the game better. I built a time machine, Jack! Yeah, I guess I really can't say the name Jack that many times without slowly going into Barbossa. Never really thought about that. But I think that's correct. Feels correct, anyway. There's also an outside Xbox thing where Andy, for about a year and a half, kept talking about this game, and every time he made Paul Serene more like... I don't even know what, but just ridiculous accent over the top. Explanation. I see. I see. Yes. You know. I'm not Sam Lake.
I know I've kept you in the dark. But when I started my work, you were so young, and afterwards, I always hoped it would all pass you by without touching you.
Yeah. I get it. Come on. Let's just go to the future and fix this mess.
There's a radio. I don't care enough.
There. It's locked.
Do we have
You
to
hid the
go
machine
upstairs?
here. You really never used it yourself?
No, I didn't dare. Not after the men came out. It was Paul. He tried to kill me.
Dancing. Yeah, I'm sure there's a perfectly, like, consistent, logical explanation.
Rusted shut. Jack, a hand?
For exactly that, but, you know. Like I said.
One more time.
It's the paint.
When Monarch came for the time machine at the university, Paul was trapped in it. He escaped into the future. Whatever happened to him there changed him.
We're the ones who spilled the paint.
Somehow he found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch. He escaped from Monarch and became what he escaped from.
Insanity. I never should have built the machine. I should have left well enough alone.
The stutters are gonna get worse, fast. And there's something in them.
What do you mean?
I can't even describe it. It was this guy that I've seen, but living distortion.
Just the way I left. I'd love to see one. Hope it still works.
Believe me, he wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, the conversations have crossed.
All right, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fracture to stop time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It'll be dangerous.
Of course it'll be dangerous. At this point, what isn't? But I have been curious to try this.
Now they should come out.
So this is what it looks like.
Gotta walk, Will.
Hey, Jack.
Thank you. Oh, it was
when we
loading.
exit, it'll be a little past the point you were at when you left to save me. That's our window. When we know it can work. Before time actually ends for good.
Man,
It
that
may not
was
be much of a window. Monarch was sure it was imminent.
Like they're experts.
It's Beth Ghost.
They kind of are.
All they know they stole from me.
I don't know whose ghost that is. Paul? Me? That's me.
All right, Will. That works.
This is amazing. All those years, I never imagined it would be like this.
Yeah.
That looks like Beth again.
It's a trip, all right.
Just look at
Crap. Hang on, Will. What the hell did they do this time?
Remember Paul was just saying that he had something to do here? We were the thing he had to do. Well, not do. He's not. Paul isn't here to do us. But be explicit about that. There seems to be a lot of them. Oh, maybe not. Who's left? That was weird.
Will, I need to get her moving. We don't have time for this.
Well, so what I mean, I think, is that, like, if the end of time...
Forget Will, Jack!
Is it boss fight time?
Remember we came to be here. He's done. It's over.
What's going on, Paul? You look fucked up. Even by your fucked up standards.
You took the CFR, Jack.
I took it back. I don't care how messed up you are, Paul. You're not taking it from me.
I don't want it! I just want it gone. Forever.
Gone. What about your survival plan?
Fuck the lifeboat, Jack! We're just gonna let the clock run out on this and be done with it.
Oh, wow, he is crazy. I don't know what that red color is, but I don't like it. Just run over here for a second. A little space. A little breathing room. That looks like a time blast. Like my gimmick. Paul's stealing my gimmicks and I don't appreciate it. Whew. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it. I feel like I need to shoot. Oh! I don't know what killed me exactly there, unless his time blob was everywhere and everything, which is possible.
Forget Will, Jack.
Alright. Forget Will, Jack. See, I didn't go Barbosa on it. Stupid walkway. Not gonna get that. Doesn't appear like I can shoot that. Oh crap. Crap, 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 crap. Okay. Alright, so yeah. Let's try just running away from that as far as we can. See if that's enough. Well, that's just a big old ball of red. Okay. Okay, he's gonna summon a whole nother wave, isn't he? Yep. That's exactly what he's doing. Dang it! Move, Jack! Oh, shit. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those boss fights.
Forget Will, Jack.
Forget Will, Jack. Okay, but at least we know when we see the final red orb of death growing. We gotta get going. Sorry, sir, but I had to kill you by shooting you in the crotch. Oops. There we go. Alright. I see you there. Where'd you go? You're over here now. Nice. I don't know what the achievement I just got was for. Where's... Oh, behind me! Alright, where's the... There's the ball starting. Run. Don't lock my camera, please. Thank you.
Now we're talking.
Alright, and now we're going to run away. Yes, I'm running. There's ammo back here. And that's what I want.
Oh.
You can say fuck, man. You said it a lot of times already.
Oh.
We've got problems. Run away. Run away. Alright. Back it up, back it up, back it up. And to the side. Nope, 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 nope. I think I finally took care of him. Yes, I did. Alright. Back it up. Get some ammo. Whew. Out of the way. It's possible, Joe. It's possible, but I don't know who's shooting at me. So many. Oof! Just made it out of there. Oh no, I didn't. I read it wrong. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
That's my cue.
Fuck me, man. So the red stays showing for a bit longer. Oops, didn't mean to double shift. Ow, that was my bad. Alright, where's it gonna start this time? Let's get in a spot where we can...
You can still join us. Us? Who the fuck are you talking about?
Got a time shield, okay. Starting over there this time. What I could really see changing is his rambling, because he's definitely talking like a shifter now. Okay, that... Oh no, he's doing double. Please don't rule of threes me! What? We're just straight to number 3? We need to get where we can shoot him. Oh wow, that was it. Okay. Ugh. Maybe. Time punch. Huh. I wonder if we killed him before he properly became a shifter. Check out that blood. Frozen in time. This was probably the last thing he saw. Knowing the future. Because remember, he couldn't see past 2016? That's when this game is, yeah. 16.
Hey, Will, hey. It's okay. Jack.
What?
Never mind. Tell me later. We got work to do.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to hook up the countermeasure to the core.
We're not actually,
It's designed to hypersaturate the Maya Joyce field with chronon particles. The time machine's like an amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field. It'll be a universal event.
I'll take your word for it. Just make it happen.
Jack, give me a hand with this.
Okay, I'm coming.
What do you need?
The countermeasures charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you.
Is he gonna take away my time powers? I'd actually probably be okay with that in real life. Hey, that's the end. Paul's still alive!
Don't stop.
Hurry up! It's working. It's like I'm pushing against the entire goddamn universe. I got it!
Because now we're out of a stutter. Interesting.
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Jack.
Will.
Clocks kept on ticking.
Come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out. The Maya Joyce field should be stable now. Of course, I'll have to run a few tests to confirm. But there's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over.
Huh, I wonder if we're part shifter.
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed. But after everything you've seen and done, we need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right? Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
Oh, huh. That's an interesting way to end the game. I guess there's no decision point to make. Well, hey, it was the end of the game. We beat it. Yay! Vampire. We'll have to process this for a period of time. I was going to say there's no sound. It was probably a licensed track that they tried to prevent me from getting copyrighted on. And the funny thing is, I still got copyrighted on 2 of the previous streams because there was licensed music in the TV show. So, good thinking, but you didn't think it all the way through. But, yeah, no, that's... Very interesting. Very interesting. That's a good point, Abby. Beth could be Isaj. Beth could be Isaj. But yeah, no. What we need is more material to work with. Namely, Control 2. Or Quantum Break 2. or Max Payne, the new one. But we'd have to buy it back from Rockstar. Maybe we could get Microsoft to buy Remedy and Take-Two, that owns Rockstar, that owns Max Payne now. Yeah. That was interesting. Also, the fact that, like, the time powers hurt him. He saw himself going through the time machine again. That was all very strange. Yeah, getting quantum shunted into a dimension Wake needs him. That's a possibility. All very strange. Well, anyway, that's another one done for the month. I think that's game 6 for the month. And that's all I have. Talk to you guys later. Yes, Alan Wake 2... No, you're wrong. Alan Wake 2 needs to be pure. Because it needs to tie into the other games, right? But it needs to centrally be on Alan. Because if we take our eyes off the ball, Alan's going to get himself stuck in the dark place further. And we don't want that. We want Alan to get out of the dark place so he stops writing thing. It's an inscription on the game. Maybe. Anyway,